Mischief-makers and explorers alike often stumble onto the forbidden side of Orcas Island. Taboos are always irresistible, but the forbidden on Orcas isn't a metaphorical place. The bounds are literally marked and labeled. Marty's first foray into this world was when he traveled to the far side of the island in hopes of exploring a public beach. When he got there, the sun was beginning to set, and the beach was packed, all 20 square feet of it. The public portion was tiny, the width of a single-lane road, and flanked on either side by private beachfront properties. The edges of the public beach were clearly labeled, and for good measure, the homeowners had added their own signs and sharply pointed security cameras. Though the beach went on for miles, there was an invisible line in the sand that made its beauty expressly off-limits. Marty eyed the signs warily, and in an attempt to keep his distance from a pair of beach chairs, accidentally took a step over a property line. His mistake was short-lived. Moments later, a woman stormed out of the house behind him, yelling wildly and shaking her fist in the air. At first, he thought she was chasing off a bird. When he realized she was yelling at him, he took an exaggerated step over the invisible sand line and smiled, waving back at her. She stared at him for a moment before returning to her mansion. This woman had spent millions of dollars to live on the water, only to waste her time jealously guarding what was hers. How could she own the ocean? The Coast Salish people had shared the island's beauty and resources for generations. Now they, too, were forbidden from even setting eyes on entire swaths of forest, stretches of beach, and corners with hidden lakes. The long driveways often hosted a series of increasingly menacing signs. Private property, do not enter. This means you.